Hello everyone, my name is Brian McInerney. I'm the hydrologist with the National Weather Service in Salt Lake City, Utah. This is an abbreviated water supply briefing, and today is January 7th, 2015. This is a rendition of the winds at approximately 11,500 feet, and this feature right here is the West Coast. Here's Baja, here's Mexico. The western U.S. is located here, and we're under a very big high-pressure ridge and have been for about a week now. And this is causing the inverted air mass, this is causing the pollution in the valleys and the absence of any storms. Hopefully we'll see some snow coming to us on the Monday-Tuesday time frame. So let's take a look at the 2014 climate from last year. What it really came down to was we had a dry and a very warm year. 2014 in Salt Lake City was the third warmest year on record. We had an average temperature of 55.6 degrees with a normal average temperature of 52.8. Our total annual precip was 14.46 inches, and we typically expect 16.10 inches. So somewhat dry, but very, very warm. And these records go back to 1874. When we look at the precipitation anomaly, starting in the water year 2015 in October, and this map is indicative of the entire U.S. Cooler colors indicate above normal precipitation. Warmer colors indicate below normal precipitation. And what we see in Utah are somewhere in the range of, maybe 20%. Some areas are a little less. We also have California, Nevada, mired in a terrible drought, and they had really hardly any precipitation in Southern California. When we bump up and we look at November, what we see is a bit of an improvement in Utah, still drier than normal to what we'd like. And coming in, this is the fourth year of below average snowpack and runoff. When we move into December, though, we had a shift and we put together some pretty good storms, two good storms. The first one was quite warm, so we had rain below 7,500 feet where it snowed above that. And the second was a cold storm, and we did quite well. During the month, we had above average precipitation, as did see most of the western U.S. When we look at the temperature anomalies, and we also start in October, what we see is the western half of the U.S. very warm. The only exception where it was cooler was in the upper Midwest, and that was during October. November, more of the same, warmer in the west, cooler in the central and eastern part of the U.S. And then in December, the entire state, or the entire country, was very warm. Well, now let's take a look at snowpack, and these are the numbers as of January 6, 2015, and these are the averages for each basin. And as you see, most of these areas are doing okay, doing normal to above, with the exception of the Virgin River Basin down in southwestern Utah. One thing to note is our low elevation snowpack is not doing as well as that storm that came in mid-December. Was very warm. It rained below 7,500 feet, and the snowpacks are very dense as of this time right now. When we look at the actual Utah water supply forecast as of January 1st, put together by the Colorado Basin River Forecast Center, part of the Weather Service, what we see is a little bit less of a picture. We have most areas in the ballpark, with the exception of the Virgin, which are only expected to receive 45% of normal, and this is the volume of water that's forecasted to start flowing from April 1st through the end of July, really the spring snowmelt runoff. And you can see these numbers could be a little healthier. The Sevier at 60%. We see Six Creeks, which is the area of the mountains just off of Salt Lake County, at 65%. But the rest of the area, the farther east you go, they seem to do a little bit better. Colorado seems to be doing better than we are right now. So we could see a little bit of improvement on this. When we take this all together and look at the Drought Monitor, this is what paints the picture, and this was issued December 30th, and you can see most of the western U.S. is in a drought, with California being the worst. Utah, really not so bad, normally dry, some moderate drought in there. The feeling is if we get a good snowpack this year and we have a good runoff, we could eliminate a lot of these drought categories. So there you have it. My name is Brian McInerney. Give me a call if I can do anything for you. Drop me an email. There's another briefing that I'm sending out that's way more detailed and much longer, but this kind of gives you a picture of where we are, and we'll go from there. I do appreciate time to listen to this, and until the next one we do next month, we'll go from there. See ya.